Okay, these are my portfolios. So yeah, if you have any interest related to my portfolio, you can ask me questions later along the way. Yeah. Okay, so why we come about farming? So you may wondering, hey, Joe, are you from School of the Yes, and we are from School of Electrical Electronics Engineering. So why we come to farming? Because we found that there's a need, is a nation needs, which is the 30-30 visions, which means that by 2030, our Singapore want to produce our local produce by 30%, so that we can sustain ourselves. If let's say if our neighbors cannot provide us with enough foods, okay. So because of that initiative, okay, our SP will coming in. We work with our industry partner who are specialized in the farming. So we work together to try out, okay, how we can improve the farming, how we can improve the yields, how we can make our energy efficient for the farming process. Okay, later on along the way, I'll talk to you about more technology stuff. Okay, I'm not sure in this group there may be some who are in the technical know-how, some may not be technical. So I try to use some general technical terms. Okay. So right, these slides I want to share something. Okay, this is our current produce for the Singapore. Okay, so today most of our food stuff, right? We have to import from our neighbors, like example Malaysia, China, South Africa, Philippines, etc. Okay, and also for vegetables, our most major importers from Malaysia, China, India, etc. Okay, of course, Singapore, do we have a farms or this? Yes, we have it. So Singapore, we are producing 4% as of today. Okay, this data come from the SFA. Okay, so SFA is our Singapore Food Agency. Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, let me hide this taskbar. Okay,
so take your time. You have 20 minutes. Take your time.
Okay, okay. Let me hide the taskbar. You can't see the bottom part. Okay. So.
Okay, good.
Okay, let me off it. Yep. Okay, so before I move into the high tech, so let me give you some low tech farming also. I won't say low tech, but I will say more like traditional farms. As you can see on the left hand side, you can see my mouse, left hand side. So these are traditional farmers who have to grow the plants and veggies in the hot sun. They have to wear hats, very hot and very inconvenient. Okay, and then those farms are like located in like those like Mandai, those like Choa Chu Kang, okay, area. Okay, so the many farms today, we are like this, we are growing the vegetables and plants. Okay, we can call it traditional farming. We farm in the single layers. Okay, and we also have farmings, urban farmings, like example, we have like rooftop farmings. Okay, there is some rooftop gardens, some HDB rooftop, okay, community center rooftop, church rooftop. So they do have like farming like this setup. This is from my industry partner. He have set up He have set up this A-frames types of the farming setup in one of his church. Okay, his church. Okay, so the vegetables are growing quite well, so they use the natural sunlight and all this. Okay, and again, this kind of farm you need to like power on. You need to monitor. If you can't monitor it, what happens? There will be pests will be coming. There will be birds will be coming, and then they can destroy your vegetables. Okay. Okay, so these are the we call it urban farmings. Okay, what we have in Singapore today. Yeah. So let's move on to the high-tech farming. So today again, we have those like commercialized farms who they use of technologies to grow vegetable in the commercial scales. As you can see here, we have a multiple layers of indoor farms. Okay, this is from Panasonic. Okay, on the left-hand side is Panasonic. They use the artificial light to grow the vegetables, and then they have used some kind of like IoT internet control to control the lights, nutrients, water pump, etc. Okay. On the right hand side, you can see is the indoor farm setup for our industry partner, who is from the Singapore Indoor Farms Private Limited. Okay. So you can see here, one side we make it darker, that means with no light. One side there's a light, which means that we can alternate the lighting. Okay. So that at some point of time our plants can rest, and some point of time the plants can digest. Can produce the photosynthesis. Okay, so we can do the lighting control using the like PLC systems, IoT systems, okay, etc. Okay, so again, in Singapore, right, our governments are working very actively to promote our high-tech farmings. For example, this is from the Straits Times. Okay, now Singapore, right, they are trying to do something like initiative. They try to grow rooftop farmings. This is one example. On the left-hand side, you can see the one example from the Sunan Kudut. Okay, so there's a 18 hectares of facilities. They start to grow these vegetables. Okay. Okay, yeah. If you have time, you can go and visit the Sunan Kudut area, the farming on the rooftop. Also, Singapore also they are not very active in like providing funding for the locals, okay, local enthusiasts or local companies to join the farming, and then they also offer with some fundings and grants. Okay, so yeah, Singapore as of today, Singapore has awarded about 40 millions of dollars to ramp up the food productions locally. Yeah. There are also many experts in today, in the today context. There are many farming experts that you can work with together also. Okay, so I want to highlight to you there are some few high-tech farming example. Some are from Singapore and some are from the our neighbors country like Asia country like Korea, Japan. Okay, you can see here on the left-hand side they are using robots, okay, robotic systems to do the watering, adding the nutrients, adding the fertilizer, adding spraying the pesticides and so on. Okay, they're using some kind of robots to grow the veggies, to grow the plants, okay, without needing much of the labors, okay. So you can see on the right hand side, they are using the robots to pluck the vegetables to harvest, okay. So nowadays also there are many companies they are trying to replace the human with the robot arms to pluck and then pack the vegetables, okay. Yeah, and we can also do the monitoring and control via the tablets or the PCs and devices. Okay, later I'll show you some demo that I also make one for my setup now. Okay, I hope you can see my screen and also can see my webcam now. My webcam behind, I have this indoor farm setup. Okay, I won't say this is a very high tech, but it's just something like many people can do it. Setup. Okay, and if I'm going too fast, let me know now, so you can slow me down if I'm going too fast.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't rush.
It's okay, yeah, because behind there's a few slides also. Yeah. Okay. So we have done the setup IoT stand for Internet of Things setup our partners showrooms. You can see here we have 3 racks of vertical indoor farms. One of them is equipped with the IoT system. You can see on the right hand side, my mouse. Okay. So we have an IoT controller on top of the rack, controlling the lights, the pump, and the nutrients. Okay. Also, we have the sensors here on the left top, sensors to monitor the temperature, humidity, carbon dioxide. Those are the essential elements to monitor the plant's growth. Okay. So as you can see here, plants are very happily growing this indoor farm setup. Okay. And this farm is located in the. If you want to visit to this the farm, let me know or let Paul know. We can arrange with our industry partner, give a visit. So there's a big farm which is behind the wall. Farm is behind. Okay. Yeah. So when you visit, you have to see a very big scale. Okay. So let me explain to you why today we are going for indoor farm. Okay. I don't want to claim that I'm the expert in farming now. I'm more like a guy that helps people to automate or make the farming easier. So that's why I come in this test. Okay. So I tried farming which I use soil base. I have to grow outside. So when you grow outside, right, there are a lot of challenges. Example, I'm not sure any one of you in the group, right, in the how many of you have done the I can't say yes or no that I can hear. Because I can see your hands, whatever you show, but at least you can say yes or no, I can hear. Any one of you in the participant, you done farming outdoor before? Yeah, maybe I'm reading. Okay now. Anyway, farming is really a fun way of enjoying my life now. Okay. when you grow farm, when you buy a small little plant, you start to grow, you start to taking care. These all are joys, you know. After that, the plant start to grow, and then you will see all the happiness coming. Okay, but you also have a lot of hardships when you do the farming. Example, those who know farming outdoor, right? You know there are a lot of challenges. I won't say problem, but I will say challenges. Example, when you go outdoor farming, you have to make sure that your plants must face to the sun. Okay, you need the light. And then also, right, when you place you must place your planting germination, like planting pot, right, must be nearer to the like some light. Make sure that there is not much of wind. Basically, if your place you put there, right, a lot of wind, right, normally the wind will dry out the soil. When the wind dry out the soil becomes dry, then the plants cannot grow. Okay, and also sometimes your friends, your coming example like those like butterfly, those like caterpillars, snail, they'll come into, they'll eat your plants, they'll eat the leaves, all these things. Okay, that's the challenges that I faced in the past while using the outdoor farm. Okay, it's fun, but also have to overcome those challenges. Yeah. Also, you have to make sure that you have to water the plants every morning and at night. Depends on the place that you stay lah. If your place is very windy, you have to plant every twice a day. Or if your place is like not so windy, it's just one morning you water is good enough. Make sure that the soil is wet. Okay, so there are many hazards and there's many challenges when you do outdoor. So now I want to bring you to this indoor farm. Why we are doing this? Because with indoor farm, right, you can see here, room is very clean. Everything is like controlled environment. There is no pests. Even I hardly see ants or cockroaches or whatever insects inside the indoor farm setup. Okay. Also, right, the crops are green also, and then because you don't need to spray any pesticides. That's a very good thing for indoor farm. Okay. Some may not agree, some may agree with me. Okay. So you don't need to spray any pesticides so that your plants are very, very healthy. Okay. And you can grow in the cleaner environment. And then you know what you are growing and you know what you are planting. So you dare to eat. Example, when you buy a vegetable from market, right? Sometimes you don't know what the farmers use, what type of pesticide they use, what type of nutrients they use. You don't know. But when you grow your plants by yourself, you know what you are eating. Okay. Okay. Next, there are a lot of people are looking into the indoor farm. They're increasingly attractive. Some of them they even use this farm, right? The kind of racks, right, at their home as a showcase. Okay, today, more and more you will see, right, those kind of racks, right, you can see at those restaurants, okay, coffee shop, you can see those racks, okay? And of course, with this indoor farm, you can manage it throughout the years. So that means you don't need to care about rain or snow or whatever, okay? You can grow 24/7, 365 days a year. You can grow every day, okay? So no need to worry about the bad weather or in Singapore, you know, sometimes we have this case. Those hazy season, right, like we can't grow any vegetables because haze will block out the sunlight, all these things, okay? So with indoor farm, no need to care all this. Okay, next. Okay, with indoor farm, we have less exposure to diseases and pests and land and space required. So because we do indoor farm, we can create multiple layers. Okay, so what is the limit? Your ceiling is the limit, not the sky. Your ceiling is the limit. You can grow the veggies. Okay, and then of course you can use less water and nutrient because, example, this setup with my partner, we are using the hydroponic system. We can recycle the water. Okay, example, water tank is below, and we can push up the water to the top layer. Then water can come down, flow down naturally using gravity. It will flow down. After that, it will put it back to the main container. So our waters are recycling. So we only need to replace the water like maybe like once a month. Just need to top up the water. Okay, and it's very, very saving of water. Okay, how about nutrients? As you know that our farming system must add nutrients. So I know the pain. If I do outdoor, right, I have to keep on adding nutrients maybe like 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 times, 1 to 2 times in 3 days a week, for example. But with this hydroponic system setup that we have, we can recycle the nutrient also. So that our nutrients that we added, right, it won't be wasted. Okay? It will be just keep on recycling, it will just use it back. Okay? We only top up the nutrients when there is a need. When there is an EC reading is going down, or sometimes we need to readjust the pH value, then we will add on the nutrients. Okay? Okay? Okay, so take note, but for this indoor light, we are using artificial light. Okay, there is some cons. That means there are some things to take note is that there will be some energy cost. You have to take note because you are powering the layers of artificial lights, which we're using LED lights. Okay, so and also the water pump. The water pump also use some kind of energy. Okay, and then you can ask me, hey, Joe, do we need to have an aircon or not? I won't say you don't need an aircon room, okay, but at least your room must be maintained about, example, 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is the good the temperature to grow certain plants. Okay, but if you want to grow, like example, strawberries or those like cold weather, the kind of plants, you have to put the air conditions. Okay, so before you grow something, you better check the requirements. Okay, the temperature requirements and so on. Okay, so this is the general info. I know some of you may not do farming before, so just give you some idea. When you start to do farming, what are the things that you need? Okay, first you have to start off with the seedling. You must know what type of seed to buy, where to buy. Okay, so I'll just give you an idea where to buy a seed. You can buy a seed from NTUC, or you can go to these wall farms or the Thompson Road there. There's a whole stretch. They're selling the seeds for vegetables and plants, even the flowers also. Okay, and once you get the seeds, you can start to do germination. So normally when you do germination, you can use that kind of pot. So here, we use that kind of pot to do germination. We cut the hole here, then we start do germination. After germination is done, we'll transfer the plants over to the racks here. You can see there's a plants here, we'll transfer over. This is the stage 3. Okay, after the stage 3, you can harvest the vegetables after they grow for a certain height. After that, you can even keep the vegetable. You can even keep the plants. You can see. I'm not sure you can see from the webcam. Keep certain plants grow under vegetative. Reproduction growth, because from that there is a flower on the plant, and then from this flower you can collect the seeds, and we can reuse the seeds to grow the new vegetables. So hope you get the idea now. So this is the 4 stages of the growth. Okay. You plan to set up a simple indoor farm, okay, using the high technologies. Okay, so there are a few things you have to consider. So first thing first, you need a rack, okay, metal rack. Okay, there are a few companies that sell the kind of metal racks. Okay, our industry partner, Singapore Indoor Farm, is one of them who produce the metal racks here. Of course, there are many other industries also working on that also. And then you can also get those like plastic type, make the hydroponic farming system also, using PVC, the kind of plastic, okay? Okay, so you need a structure first. So once you build the structure ready, next you need to install your artificial lights, okay? Okay, so remember, you're using the lights and electricity power. You can't put this outside your house. Outside your house, there's a lot of range. You cannot put, there will be a short circuit, okay? So you must put it in the indoor. Okay, so you need artificial lights to set up, and then you also need a timer switch. Okay, a timer is used to control the artificial lights to on and off. Let's say if your system don't need IoT, right, you can simply purchase a timer. You know, there's some Challenger, Best Denki, they sell you like analog or digital timer. You use that timer to control your lights, the water pump. Okay, and then you can also install the water pump. Okay, you can buy those water pumps from those aquarium shops. They sell you the water pump. You can connect to your AC, or if you're using DC power supply, you can connect to DC power supply. And of course, you need to do a piping tubing. You have to set up your water tank, and you have to install your switches. If there's no switches, you have to install it. Okay? Yeah, it's about a bit of hard work to do. If you're the DIY guys, you can do it very easily. It's very interesting. But if you're not the DIY guy, you can purchase those systems off the shelf. There are some industry vendors that sell you the complete system, including the racks, LED, everything they'll sell you. Okay? Okay, so if you want to set up one of these, you can let us know with some IoT system. You can let Paul know also. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about lights. So in our indoor farm, right, with hydroponic system, we use artificial lights. How much light we need? Example, if we use a normal light or direct sunlight, we need 5 to 6 hours. But indoor, how to get direct light? No, right? So for the indoor, we need at least about 12 to 14 hours of bright lights. Okay, bright lights. Okay, again. Okay, so next. You may ask me, hey Joe, do I need to like on the lights for 24 hours? I will say no need. You know, right? Plant is like us. For us, we work in the day, we need to sleep at night. Same thing for the plants. Plants need to eat when there's a light to do the photosynthesis. After that, they need to sleep. So, if you give a on and off control, so that during the on and off time, you can save the energy. Okay, right? So, yeah, this is a timer that we use to control. You can use it for the kind of simple setup. Okay, without needing any IoT. It's a cheap way to do it now. Yeah. Okay, and then next is that when you want to set up your own, you have to consider purchasing the light. Okay, the light, right? Some lights are very dim. Cannot use it for the growing of plants. So when you buy the lights, you have to ask the shop, hey, I want to buy a grow light. They will know one. Some shops, they know that what type of lights can be used for hydroponics farming. Okay, there are many different spectrum. Some are maybe red color, some blue color, some is white color, some with some green color, some lights. Okay, there are many different types of lights in the market today. So normally, some expert can be explained to you. Okay, what type of lights are good? Okay, for us, we use the white and red combination. Okay, this is although you can see a bit of purplish, but it's the white color plus red color. Okay, in this setup. Yeah. Okay, so take note. Some lights, they are very dim. So if your racks if the height is very high, the light cannot produce enough. So you can't grow the plants also. Okay, so so take note about the distance between the layers. Then you need to get the correct lights. Okay, correct light intensity. Very important. Also, don't use a very high powerful light also, because if your light is very powerful, it can burn the leaf. Okay. Next, plant is like us. Okay, for us, we need oxygen. For the plants, they need CO2. Okay, so what is the best level of CO2 for our plants? Okay, I would say we need about 800 to 1,002 ppm of CO2. How about our environment? Our environment is about 300 ppm to 500 ppm. Okay, these are the atmospheric CO2. So in our indoor, how to get the CO2, right? So okay, at least we need 800,002. So how do we monitor the CO2? Example. So for this farming racks behind in my video, in this camera behind, so we are using the arrays of sensor data I show you guys. Arrays of sensors, okay, to monitor the CO2. Okay, can? Okay, next. Yeah, we also have to take note about temperature, humidity readings. Okay, so temperature, normally we keep around 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. As for humidity, it's good to keep around 40 to 80%. Okay, all this humidity temperature monitoring can be done using sensors. Okay, yeah. Next, water pump. So when you want to buy a water pump for your farming setup, you need to consider the height. Some water pump is not so powerful to go all the way to 1 meter, 2 meters. So you have to consider the right the water pump. Okay. Then this water pump, right, for us, we're not turning on 24 hours. We only turn on 30 minutes interval. Example, we turn on 30 minutes. After that, we drain the water down. Of course, we design such a way that our water can stay there for a while. Okay, water can stay there for a while. After that, water will drain down. After that, we push it back. Okay, we pump up the water again. So with that, we can also save the energy cost. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Today, our future of farming. The farming is not easy. Okay. Although it's interesting to do it, but it's not easy. It's a lot of hard works are involved. So how can we automate it? So normally we can use internet to do remote monitoring, remote control. So this is an example, right? IoT. So IoT, right? When you say about Internet of Things, we need to consider a few elements, which are data collections. So normally, right, you need sensors. Like just now, remember I mentioned about temperature sensor, CO2 sensor, humidity sensor. Collect the data from microcontroller. So in our setup here, we have the microcontroller here. Collect the data sensor. Then we are using the Wi-Fi or the wired to go to our routers. Okay, this is communications. And we will send over to the internet. So that internet can send over to the cloud. So we send the data to the cloud and we monitor our formations. Okay, next, we use the data analytics to monitor what is happening in our farming system. If there's any abnormal condition, it will trigger the alert. Okay, so in our applications of IoT, right, we are making use of these 6 C's frameworks. Okay. So this is a typical example. Okay, my demo is right behind. Okay, this is the setup in our partner, Singapore Indoor Farm. So this is the dashboard, okay, which we can monitor the water pump, whether turn on or turn off. We can monitor temperature, we can monitor humidity, we can monitor CO2, and we can also do the remote control of, like example, lights and water pump. We can do remote control. Example, right? I want to turn off the water pump to do some maintenance work. I can use the mobile phones to turn on and turn off. Okay? Yeah. So next, this is our dashboard. This is dashboard system here, and this is our this IoT controller box. Okay. Okay, so if you have set up the IoT control system like us, what are the benefits? You can get the alert and notification if there's some problem. Okay, the problem example is like your hydroponic system, right? The main life is what? Water. Let's say if water pump is spoiled, some more is weekend, nobody go to the office, example. So you need to send the alert to your in charge, okay? And you need to send to the supervisor or whoever taking care of the system, okay? You must send the alert immediately so that the person can come down and repair or replace the water pump. Water is very important. No water, 2-3 days later, the plant can die. Okay. Next, okay, we use a web monitoring so that you can monitor anywhere. Example, one day you need to go for holidays, like example, overseas trip. So you cannot plant, you cannot monitor. So with the web-based system, you can monitor because it's going to the internet. Okay, next, you can also control the system via mobile phone. Because we are using web-based and your mobile system, mobile phones, as long as they support the web browser, you can use that also. Okay, so we try to make the entire system behind automated. So remember our 3 stages. Stage 1, stage 2, right? We can't do it automation at the moment, but the stage 3 for the growing stage, we can automate, which is about 3 weeks time. We can automate the entire flow, entire systems. Okay, I think I throw you a lot of technical things and stuff. Okay, hope you can digest a bit. Later, then you can ask me in the Q&A session. Okay, so yeah, so in SP, right, we work with our industry partners to provide the trainings. Okay, these trainings happens like maybe twice a month in our industry partners locations. So what we do is that we train this is before our what do you call it, phase 2 circuit breaker lah. So we can see some groups of participants are here. They've done some hands-on experience to grow the plant. They use some kind of like meter to monitor the pH level, EC level. Okay, we find them quite enjoyable, the events. Okay, so if you're interested, okay, and also right, we also provide them with a farming kits, so they can do the farming in the training session. After that, they can bring home and they can continue to grow. Then these are the results that come from these participants, our past participants. Okay, so they also share their experience, their problem. So and then after that, our master, our partner, he'll guide the participant how to maintain, how to manage it. Okay, so this is the course that we're running. Quite a few rounds already. So I think we run for about 13 runs. So this coming round will be 14 runs. So you can see the QR code here. If you're interested, you can go to use QR code, or you can go to our SP website. Keywords is the urban farm, and you can see our course available date to register if you're keen. Okay. You can also come to our showroom to come and take a look at our IoT systems. You need to either look for me or look for Paul, then so that we can arrange for you. Okay, and this course is SSG funded. That means that if you are the Singapore citizens or PR, you can use the SkillsFuture credits. Okay, these are the course fees. Okay, our course fees minimum is like $39, which is age 14 above. Okay, yeah. So I will pause here a bit if you want to scan the QR code or this. Maybe this is my last slide already now.
Okay, thank you very much, Joe, for your interesting presentation. Okay. So next, I'd like to invite the next speaker, Max. So, Max, are you there? Max.
Hello.
Max.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Can you share screen? Try to share screen.
Hi, everyone. Yes. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah. So while Max is setting up, so basically I have attended the Joe hydroponic in-house farming. The cost fee is very cheap. I think if I'm not wrong, it's $50, and you get to have the hydroponic kit set to go home, and they provide lunch and one day of very interesting class. Okay, TDS have been around for the last 20 over years. So we started from the PLC. So we are very familiar, many brand of PLC. And then after that, we bring in Hako touchscreen, so we can connect to the PLC. And 10 years ago, we already started the IoT solution. But at that time, we used the IoT solution for the industrial application. Because of COVID, a lot of companies cannot travel. So they will install this IoT device so that their engineer can remotely access the PLC or access the touchscreen or access the this robot. Okay, later on I will do a presentation after Max. So Max is going to share with you about robotic. You are Cobot for high-tech farming. Okay, Max.
Hello. Hi, Paul. Can you see my slides?
Yes, good.
Okay.
Hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Max. I'm the sales engineer of TDS Robotic Teams. On behalf of TDS, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for attending us over this afternoon for our company webinar events. So before I go through, let me just go through some basic introductions of universal robots. Okay. So can you all see my second slide just to make sure? Okay. So I believe a lot of people knows about robot. Okay, it can be like a humanoid robot, which what we see, which what we always see in the movie, or robots that are working in factories, which what we call the industry robots. So these are the kinds of robots that you will simply understand what it is about. Okay, but for universal robots, we call it cobots. Okay, in full, it means collaborative robots. So what is collaborative robot means? Okay, they are means to work side by side with operators without having any cage around the robots. Okay, and the purpose is to assist the operator with jobs that are dangerous or harmful. Okay, and it has smart behaviors that are able to stop when it's collide with operator. And the design of the robot is using lightweight metals, and you can see its elbow covers are all made up of plastics. And the best part, it is easy to teach and program. So any operators who know how to, who knows and understand about English, they are able to operate and program it easily. And best, you can move it around anywhere you like. Okay. So why cobots? Well, there are many reasons. Okay. Most important, it will be about the safety and easy to use. Okay, programming is so easy that any operator that operator now do not need to go for intensive engineering programming course. That's how easy our UR robot is to program. Okay, so for some of you who has used UR robot before, I believe you understand how easy it is. Those basic commands are okay. So these are the specs of our universal robots. Okay, it is a 6-axis robot, meaning it has 6 degrees of freedom. Low noise robot, energy efficient, and robot weight itself is light, especially our UR3, which you can carry just using just one arm only. Okay, and it comes with clean room cert, and most important, user friendly to anyone. So next, I like to just play an introduction video about our universal robots. Okay. I think you all cannot hear the sound, right? Maybe let me share again.
Yes.
Okay.
Manufacturers want to boost productivity, improve product quality, and provide greater job satisfaction. Our pioneering work in collaborative robots makes automation accessible to small and large businesses alike. We're market leaders holding more than 65 patents and have won more than 35 awards globally. To raise the bar and give access to automation to more people, Universal Robots presents the E-Series. You can unpack, mount, and program your cobot in less than an hour, which enables you to quickly integrate and deploy solutions. Our cobots do not require special electrical installations and can be connected to any regular power outlet. An intuitive user interface enables easy setup, installation, and integration into your production line. Our cobots are space-saving and easy to redeploy to multiple applications without changing production layouts. They can be moved between tasks quickly and are able to reuse programs for recurrent tasks. Effortlessly create solutions with no prior automation experience with Universal Robots Academy. Your E-Series cobot isn't complete without the right end effectors, accessories, and software. Find everything you need at Universal Robots Plus, our one-stop showroom for products designed to complement our cobots and create the perfect robotic solution to enable you to optimize productivity and quality regardless of your industry, company size, or application. Meet the E-Series family. Each cobot has a different reach and payload, but they share the same dependability that make them a valuable addition to any production facility. Each day, we empower people to future-proof their production lines and transform their businesses to boost productivity and improve product quality. Transform ambitions into results by changing the way things are made with the most flexible automation platform. Shape the future with E-Series.
Okay, so 3 out of 5 companies that we have met say they have shortage of skilled or labor workers. Okay, as most of the younger generations now prefer using computers and phone rather than hammers and screws. So companies, they are moving back to their own countries for productions. For example, like US company, okay, due to trade war, has created more jobs. So this means that productivity has increased with no job loss. But sadly to say, only 10% of the jobs are automated. So what I want to express in this slide is that when productivity increase, more skilled workers are needed, but they are hard to find and it takes time to train. So the best way to solve the issue is to implement more robotics automations. Okay, and so now I'm about to show you a quick overview of how easy and simple it is to install our UR robots. Okay, firstly, all you need is just 4 screws to tighten down our robots down to on the base. Just 4 screws and that's all. And next, plug in and install the correct end effectors, what we call grippers, onto the robot. Okay, it will be according to your applications. Next, just connect a cable from the robot controller to the robots and plug in to any 3-pin plug available. Okay, you can even do this at home as well. No special power is needed. And that's it. The robot is ready to operate. Okay. So now I'd like to show a video of how easy it is to set up the UR robots. Okay, hope everyone understand how easy it is to install and program our robot after watching this video. Okay. So next, these are the product range of our universal robots. Okay, at the moment we only have 4 models, ranging from 3 kg, UR3, UR5, 16, and 10. The numbers represents the payloads, how much it can carry. Okay, that payload includes the gripper as well. Okay. So for UR3, it will be more for tabletop kind of robots or lab use. Okay. For UR5 will be our most hot selling, okay, because it is just nice. It can be used for generally for most purpose. As for our UR16 will be more and designed more for heavy duty purpose. Okay. As our UR10, because of its long reach, 1.3 meter, so most of the time it is very good for example like palletizing, okay, where the pallets size are like one by 1 meters. Okay. So this is just some comparisons between the traditional robots and our cobots. Okay. As you can see that the traditional robots need to be caged up and no one should be inside the cage when the robot is operating. But for cobot, it's not a must. Operator can just work side by side with the cobot and setups are simple and easy. And it can move around as when you like. Okay. Other applications, okay, I would say almost any kind of industrial applications that you can find our UR robot in operations. First half of the circle, we call it the pick and place applications, from packing, lab analyze, machine tending to assembly of jobs. And the second half of the circle will be more like process types of applications, screwing, injection, dispensing, and lastly, inspections. So what I want to say is our UR robot has almost covered all kinds of industry applications. Okay, some you might not find in local, but out in the overseas, there are sure a lot more kinds of applications that we will not be able to see it here. Okay. So in the next few slides, I'm going to show you some example application videos of what a robot can do for farming. Okay, like what you see in this photo, the robot is actually are trained to pick vegetables that are ready to eat. Okay. So next, I'd like to show you a video. It's a futuristic farming video. Okay. This will be a okay. So in this video, As you can see in this video, where we bring in the automation technology into agriculture. Okay, by the way, the video I got it was from Igloos. Okay, so this is some ideal, I think it's some ideal directions that we can try to implement robot, AGV, the whole automation system into farming. Okay. Okay, in this picture you can see that the robot is using a camera to detect the plant growing pattern. Okay, to make sure that it grows correct. So for plants that are growing incorrect, the robot will just pick it and place it somewhere. Okay, those are that are ready, it will pick and send out for delivery. So as you know that plants, they do not grow in the same patterns. So these kind of cameras, we input technologies like AI technologies. So thousands and thousands of photos of those good qualities of vegetables and also bad quality of vegetables will have to be input into the system so that the cameras will auto recognize, whether is it a good or a bad vegetable. Okay, this is another applications we done it in overseas. They call it the Vega bot harvesting systems. Okay, still undergoing few experiments. Okay, they try to use vision AI, okay, to detect the correct vegetables, and then the robot will pick it up. Pretty interesting projects. Okay, and they even design the system so that the person, you see, can just sit it there without walking together with the system. And so with this system, what I want to emphasize is that our cobot, especially universal robot, okay, its controller is small and the whole system is so compact that we do not need to, create big controller, big box just to house the robot. As you can see, this whole setup is very simple and easy. Next, I'd like to show another interesting video as well. Okay, what we call the robot harvesting the apple. Okay.
freehand 最好放。Buy one get one free.
Okay, so in the previous video, they are using a very special kind of gripper, which what we call the soft grippers. Okay, these are very special grippers which allow flexible gripping. It can grip different kinds of shapes we call, okay, and it would not damage the product itself. So I have a quick video to show you the operation of how soft grippers are being used. Okay, as you can see in this video, from this gripper is very flexible, from picking very soft item to very hard items. Okay, so we need these kind of grippers, especially for farming. Okay, because our vegetables are fragile, short. We don't want to, crush our vegetables into another shape. So this will be a kind of interesting grippers that we can use for farming. Okay. Okay, that's almost about my slides. So lastly, I'd like to just share with you, these are not just the grippers we have, we also have the other types of grippers as well, like intelligent grippers, okay, smart motors, and even 3D cameras for bin picking applications. Okay. So if anyone will have any projects in mind but not sure what grippers or robot to use, just drop us an email and we'll discuss with you regarding your projects. Okay. So thank you very much for everyone, your time. Thank you. Paul, we can't hear you.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, great. As you all can see from Mac's presentation here, TDS is already undertake a lot of robotic project. For example, National Library, they need to stick the label, and we also do many projects. So in future, we will start to show you what are the project reference, especially on polishing. Now it's my turn to share with you about what is the IoT. Start broadcast. Just give me a second. I need to, okay. Okay. So now I go to Dropbox. Okay. So can you see my screen? Oh, no. Matt, can you see the screen? Cannot?
Yes, you can see.
Yes.
You see the IoT?
Yes, we can see your slides.
Correct, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. So this is the hardware that used for collect all the information, the sensor like EC sensor, pH sensor, temperature sensor, then send this information to the controller here. This controller will store the data locally because many companies, they don't allow their IT system, their internet connection go to the outside because of security issue. So this system able to help you to store locally. However, in certain cases, company allow them to store in the public cloud because now it's very common. So this unit also allow you to send the data to the cloud using 4G or Wi-Fi card. So in the next 5 minutes, you will see about what is the benefit of this system. So number one, this system is just like a PLC. It have I/O card, you have the Wi-Fi card, you got 3G card, 4G card, Ethernet. Then there are many different type of card that you're allowed to plug in so that you're able to collect information and go to the cloud. So it's very flexible. So like just now what I said, this one support the OPC UA. So any device, now OPC UA is very popular. So you are able to collect the data using OPC UA. And then data can be stored locally. So you can see the dashboard on the right hand side, there is a screen. You can see the OEE, your machine KPI, like what is the efficiency of the machine. And you can monitor the alarm status. Okay. So this is local control. So beside this local control, you also have a remote access control. Meaning now it's COVID. Let's say, for example, the plant here on the left-hand side is the plant. It's in the US. So you are in Singapore. You are on the right-hand side. There is a notebook. As long as your notebook have an internet access, you are able to connect to the remotely to the factory. And then you can collect all the PLC data. You can see the status of the machine. Then you can download the program, upload the program. So you can save a lot of air ticket for traveling overseas. So last 1 year, we have sold about 50 units for company who wanted to use for remote access. Next, The data can be stored in the third-party cloud. On the right-hand side, you can see that there is a this. You can go into the Microsoft Access Cloud or this HMS itself also have a cloud for you to store data. So we mean that when you purchase this hardware less than $1,000, you are able to get all this data put in the cloud, and your handphone is able to access easily anywhere. So you can control, turn on or turn off the light. You know, if the EC level too high, you can shut down. You know. Next, this unit has a lot of PLC driver, so that a lot of old machine come with different type of PLC. They are able to connect to here. So beside OPC UA, they have Beckhoff, they have Mitsubishi, Omron, and many other brands. So we allow you to interface, collect data to the cloud. So these are the OPC UA player. Okay, we have already sold this kind of a solution for the last 8 years. So, and a lot of companies already using this. So you can see from here, these are the company that are already buying all this. So next is that this is the Temasek Poly. So this gentleman, he is a lecturer. So he's a clean energy department. So he using this system. He like it very much. He said the hardware for education training is very suitable because it have many feature and benefit. It allowed me to monitor and control using my smartphone. This is Mr. Tong, KM Tong from ITE. He also like this system very much, and I'm aware of E1 Flexi IO hardware 3 years ago. I personally prefer using this IoT for my project because it supports OPC UA, MQTT is to send to the cloud, data sent to the cloud, and it has many popular brand of PLC. All right, so we also provide you the total solution. We are able to put the Flexi with the power supply, with the sensor, and then to monitor your EC. Basically, in hydroponic, like what Joe said, you need to monitor the EC. EC is very important for hydroponic. And then you can control the EC well. So this is very important. Okay, so this is my last slide. Now I would like to open for Q&A. So those people, any question you all like to ask? Anybody got question? Max, can you hear me? Anybody?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, good. So let's, in case some of you have question, you all can ask. If not, then I will. Anybody? Just wait for a while. So, Joe, are you there? Joe? Joe?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I start asking the question for the what is the these Poly, do they conduct the IoT courses? If let's say I want to know more about IoT, learn about how to set up, you know, do you all conduct this kind of courses in Polytechnic?
Okay, we do have IoT courses, like we teach the participant like how to like write a program, like simple program to do some sensor monitoring, do a remote control using internet. We do have courses, yeah.
Good. So how many days is the courses for IoT? For
IoT, we have courses like 1 day. We also have 2 days IoT courses, which I have I think Paul has sent a link in the MS team. So inside the link, there is a PDF file from me. There's the last page. You can see the list of courses from SP. Yeah.
Okay, good. I hope that y'all can download Joe's document. Inside got hydroponic courses and then with the IoT courses. So Max, can I ask you some question?
Yes, Paul, please.
Okay. If I want to learn about this EWA robot, online academic? Is there this kind of facility for people who wanted to learn online? You know?
Yes, Paul. For UR, they actually has an online academy. I think they call it the UR Online Academy. It's free for everyone. Okay, so for most of our customers who have purchased the UR robot, we will always encourage them to go through the online learning course. Okay, because that actually teach the very basic use of robots. So once they have already complete the online UR academic course, when they come over to our site for the next face-to-face training, it will be more of advanced.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. So in the next future, we will be focused more on the smart factory. So hopefully that you all will join this webinar for the smart factory. And I will invite Joe as a speaker also. So hopefully that y'all can participate and then join. Any more questions? Now is what time already? Let me see. 4 o'clock. Okay, we are overrun by 7 minutes. Okay, if there is no question, I'd like to thank all of y'all to invest this 1 hour here. I hope that y'all are profit from take away some information from Joe, from Max, and then from me. And then you have any project you like to ask, I already typed down my handphone there at the chat group, so you can just contact me. By the way, our system already sold to ITE. They are already going to start the new courses, and Singapore Poly also bought the few system from us to start the hydroponic for teaching the student, work together with industry. Joe, can I ask you what kind of partner with the industry for hydroponic? Can you share a bit more about how do you partner with the industrial people on hydroponic?
Okay, like we are institutions, right? We're working with the industry partner. Like, for example, we bring in the example, if farming know-how, we brought in the like farming expert. Okay, example for IoT, for the industry know-how. That like example, we work together with TDS, like in the IoT control system. So TDS will TDS have the solutions of IoT, so we can tap onto their devices. Like example, Flexi. So the Flexi, we use it for do the simple control, simple monitoring, and we can talk to our cloud IoT systems. So this is what we do. We work with the industry partner together. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. And in case those people who want to start the IoT, we have a starter kit set which costs only about $800. So with this starter kit set, you are able to play around, collect data, send to the cloud, everything. So feel free to contact me for more information. Just now I have upload the link or not. Let me see. I just the documentation. Let me see whether in case you all need, you all know how to find. Okay. Yeah, this is the link. Okay. So inside there got the starter kit, all this, and all the information, very detailed information about IoT. So very detailed compared to what I share with you, all the benefit only, and some of the job reference. Okay, if not, then those people who want to stay back for chit chat, welcome. I'm free for another 20 minutes. And those people who like to, have some another appointment thing, please go ahead. Hey, Mr. Go, I saw you from Life Science, the Master Life Science. I think, are you there?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. How you find about this seminar? Can you give some feedback?
Okay, quite good. Especially Joe one,
Okay.
quite interesting because this is first time I attend.
Good. Marcus, are you there? Marcus? Hi, Sante, are you still there? Hope that you don't fall asleep.
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks,
Can you
Paul.
give some feedback about this event so that we can do better in future?
As usual, as usual, is always the technology side, the block, some disruption here and there,
Yeah.
But everything is good in terms of the information. I mean, to me, it's something new, especially Joe highlight some interesting about indoor farming, which I think will pick up in Singapore soon.
Yeah.
We are going to be a part-time farmer soon.
Good. Thank you for very much. Teck
Yeah.
Bing, can you say something about this event and how you find? Teck Bing?
Hi. Yeah. This is interesting. Yep. Some of the things are pretty new to me. This high-tech farming is a new area to me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah. So thanks for inviting me. I invited some of my friends, but they couldn't make it.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it really.
Hi, Mr. Roland. You are all the way from Vietnam. Thank you for joining me.
Yes, thank you, Paul. Yeah, thanks for accepting us on this invitation. We learned a lot of things as well. A lot is eye-opener.
Yeah, anything you can contact me because today I also I really worry about the Wi-Fi lock off because I'm organizer. A lot of today I also set up not so perfect. I need to learn more.
Well, I think this is very good already. Thank you once again. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Sultan, how are you? Sultan Ahmad. Sultan, are you still there? Okay, anymore? Let me see who I know. Wow, few of the Vietnam guy. Hey, Marcus, you cannot. Are you able to hear me, Marcus? Okay, Marcus, maybe off the mic, or he cannot hear me. Okay, if nothing, then please look out for the future's event on the Smart Factory. Thank you so much. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for.
Thank you all. Bye.
Yeah, Joe, I forget to say thank you to you for your hard work.
No.
I'm sorry today the invitation is so little. I expected to break the record of last time.
Okay.
So we will do better. Okay. So thank you. Good. Okay, bye bye.
Yeah, bye.